Well, um, I'm dying, if that's what you're asking. I mean, I haven't come here to get better.
Yeah. So
Have I?
no, the hospice is a place for people at the end of life. You're right. Has anyone talked to you about end of life care?
Well, I've read up on it pretty well. Um, I've only been here 2 days, so I haven't quite got into the routine here yet about um, about what what happens, and seems to be a lot of changing faces. Um, are you going to be around?
I'll be here today with you. I only have 10 minutes. I just wanted to give this an opportunity for us to kind of get to know each other so I can hear about what's going on with you and how I can support you for the next couple of weeks here.
Okay.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, um, I mean, it doesn't seem worthwhile talking about that because that's all in the past now.
Okay.
I mean, I'm an artist. I've made it. I'm a commercial artist. I've been doing it for over 50 years. It's a very important part of my life. The people who are my friends are people who I've been involved with in my work. And, we're all very interested in what we do. But that's all in the past.
You feel like that part of your life is kind of a closed door?
Well, it's not a feeling, it's a reality. It's not a feeling, it's for real. I mean, there's feelings you have about what might happen. This is not going to happen. I'm not going to go back to work. I'm not going to see all those people again. I'm not going to work with them again. I mean, it's all over. I didn't marry. I didn't have children. I've lived alone. I have my own home. I've worked from home. So, I mean, I can't complain. It's not like didn't have a good life.
It sounds like you had a great life.
I did, but that's over. And how can you say it's 78? Well, I don't want it to be over.
Yeah, I can understand that.
But it is, and I'm not coming out of here, which is quite something to get used to.
When you say you're not coming out of here, has the team and the doctor talked to you about what the future in the hospice is like and how long they expect you to have?
Well, the doctor put his head around the door and he said he'd talk to me later, and I'm very concerned to talk to him because I'm really. We seem to have got the pain under control right now, but I'm really worried about in the future because it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
How are there going to be the right drugs and all the drugs I want? And because I'm not brave and I'm not planning to be in pain, even if the drugs shortened my life, I wouldn't want to be in pain.
Pain
So
control is.
all this pain control business is very. I realize that things are not like they were in the past. People don't, I hope, lie there groaning in pain.
No, I think, like you said, pain control is your priority, it sounds like. But from our perspective, also our number one priority is comfort. And within comfort, there's lots of aspects, and one of the major aspects is pain control. I think you'll find I can absolutely give you some information about that, and so can the team, including the doctor. But we have excellent protocols that we follow here, depending on what kind of pain the person is suffering from. And instead of think of it as instead of chasing the pain, you see somebody who's groaning and moaning, we're administering pain medication on a very specific schedule so that pain doesn't get very bad.
Never arrives.
Yeah, we're always ahead of it.
Yes. Well, that's very comforting to know that we're on top of. I would feel a lot better, to feel that we're on top of that here.
Absolutely.
Because I haven't been here long enough to see what's going to happen. And then, I mean, I'm an independent person. I've never had anyone look after me or do personal care for me, and I'm not used to that idea at all. I mean, is it going to be gross? I mean, am I going to smell? I mean,
your privacy is, an issue, and dignity is an issue, and
yes, not being gross is an issue.
Personal care is an aspect of our nursing care that we do daily and are experienced with, and I like to think that we can preserve an individual's dignity while doing personal care.
I see.
It's sort of when you're in the moment, it can be quite therapeutic to be comforted and cared for by somebody, even in such an intimate way. We want all our residents and clients and everyone to be nice and comfortable and clean, and I do understand that it would be different and potentially uncomfortable.
Not so much, I don't know, just getting used to the idea. But then I guess that's one aspect of your job, isn't it?
It is, but it's good to talk about it as well. It's important for me and the other nurses and other care providers to know what your comfort level is, and if you've experienced personal care before from
No, I haven't. No.
Yeah, so
I've always taken care of myself. I mean, I don't even like having a manicure. I mean, I always manicure my own nails. I don't ever go in and have somebody else do it. I've just done my own thing. I mean, I don't cut my own hair.
yeah.
But
If it's something that's new for you, before it's required, we can talk about it, or we can get you as much information about what would happen so that you might be able to have an idea in your mind of what it would be like. And
well, as I get used to being here and so on, I'll probably just learn to roll with it.
But if at any time you're feeling uncomfortable,
Thank you.
I do want you to know that
Thank you.
we can discuss it. So, as far as friends and family, do you have anyone that you consider a
No, I
supportive
don't have any
person?
family.
What your coworkers?
I had a partner for years, but he died. He died 6 months ago.
Oh, wow, that's very recent.
Yes.
How are you dealing with
Well,
that?
not well. I can't help feeling that this illness is somehow part of losing him. Anyway,
Did you have an
maybe there'll be some wonderful art gallery in the sky that we'll go to, and he'll be there. But
That's a nice
yeah, but no, I don't have any. I have a brother, But I don't see him. He's very religious, and he's been telling me what to do since we were children. And
See when it can.
yeah, he's always been, you know, busy telling me if only I got married and had a family, or if only I went to church, or if only I did something, I'd be, you know, he's very religious. He's got a large family and all that sort of thing. So, I mean, he used to annoy me when I was well, but now that I'm ill, he really annoys me. So I just say, you know, why don't you stay home, and if I feel the urge to talk to you, I'll phone you. But I have a niece who I'm very close to. I've been close to her since she was a little girl, and she comes most days. She's great. She brings me little tasty things to eat because I don't have much of an appetite right now. But she's fantastic, and we're very close. So you'll see a lot of her. She's in and out all the time.
Good. What's her name?
Daphne.
Daphne. Okay.
Anyway, she comes around, but really, I'm not sure about my friends. They were part of that work life, you know, that work life, the arty life, the work life.
Yeah.
You know,
It sounds like
working on projects and going to restaurants and going to clients and things like that. I'm not sure. I haven't seen much of them since I've been ill. Some of them don't know how to handle it. You know?
Yeah. We see that a lot.
You'll be up and well soon.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Would you like to see if there's certain people within that group of friends who would come and visit?
Oh no, if I wanted to see them, I'd phone them up and say, why the hell don't you come and see me? But in
this transition, support is important. So it's wonderful that you have Daphne who's here every day, or almost every day, and that she's, you know, here supportive and someone you look forward to visiting. If you'd like, we also have some counselors and social workers who are just part of our team here, and they're here every other day. They're quite resourceful if you'd like to talk to somebody and there's not a family or friend around to speak with. They're very well versed in going over some of the common concerns that.
Well, certainly, it'd probably actually be easier to talk to someone I didn't know.
Sometimes it's nice to have that
Talk to someone I didn't know,
anonymity
rather than somebody who's known me in a more formal,
absolutely.
in a formal sense.
Well, it's definitely an option. Sandra, our social worker, is here on every other day, and any of us can put you in touch with her, which is good. But how are you settling in? What do you think so far? Do you have anything I can do for you in the next few minutes that I have?
No, I'm just sort of getting used to everything.
Yeah.
So, like you say, it's a transition and
absolutely.
not an easy one. So, I'm really quite crabby.
Fair enough. It's okay to be a little out of sorts on your first couple days here, and you've got a lot on your mind. That can be upsetting. How are you feeling at the moment as far as pain control and nausea? Anything that I should know about?
Well, that seems to be okay right now.
Okay.
It's just down the road, you know.
Yeah. You have concerns about the future and
yes, I do.
how that will be handled.
Yeah, that's
what I can do.
The pain control, the personal care, they are my major concerns. The bigger picture, I'm not really at this time very interested in that. I'm much more my needs are more immediate and more selfish, you might say.
I don't think it's selfish. No, I think it's important for you to focus on what you need, what you need to feel.
Thank you, Hannah. I'll try and remember that.
Well, I have to go and see my other clients.
All right.
But I will be back.
Okay.
And I'd like to bring you some resources about our palliative care program.
Okay.
It outlines some of the medications we use for pain.
Okay.
And as well some of the services we have.
All right.
Okay. Well, it was lovely to meet you.
Thank you.
And I'll see you in a little bit. Thank you.
Did you get it?